Good day, Navsgain, and welcome back to all my zombie slaying friends. Well, so the Fun Pimps dropped yet another update on us, so we're up to build 233. I wanted to, take the opportunity to come back and test or retest the cage and tower design. I noticed in watching some of Games for Kicks videos that it seemed like the pathing had changed. It was one of the in the notes for the build as well that they'd made some corrections to the zombie pathing. So I wanted to make sure that this design was still a valid one. So I restarted creative. I didn't use the creative testing world I was using before. I want to make sure that everything was up to par. So if you like this video, give it a like, or hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We'll keep doing some tests while we're going through the experimental phase, and then try to keep things up once we go to stable as well. Also, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll test the zombie vultures. Based on what I saw in Clock 9's video, I'm a little concerned that they made some adjustments to the zombie vultures. So stay tuned to the end, and I'll show you how those have changed as well. So again, I went with the bar design. This is all wood, no metal or anything used. So early on crafting, just like I did with the last test. If you want, you can go back and check those out on my YouTube page. There's a part 1 and a part 2. Part 2, I tested out some bars. And not bars, but poles instead of the bars, to see how that worked, and if you could actually melee through the poles on Horde night, so you didn't have to waste all of your ammo if you could swat a zombie as they're running by. Again, leave comments. I appreciate any comments, feedback. I'm still trying to get the hang of all of this. Get a little better with the creative menu. It allows me to get through the builds a lot faster than what I did before, and I can also I've learned some lessons. I know how to spawn in zombies now and not have them spawn on top of my cage. I did my first test videos, and I also encourage folks to follow Games for Kicks, Cage, Capo, Grand Spartan. I watch all those guys. To get ideas, come in and test them. I'm very appreciative for all the work they do on the YouTube world, keeping 7 Days to Die alive. It's crazy to think of how long this has been going. So here I'm gonna spawn in some spider zombies. Find them here. Spider zombies, kind of the bane of everyone's existence. And if you can take on 25 spider zombies and not have any problems, it's usually a pretty good indicator that the rest of the zombies will function the same, or maybe not as dynamic or as problems. And as you see, the spider zombies, they're following the same pathing. They just like a flock of birds. They follow your movements and repath immediately whenever you make adjustments. Same deal as before. If you stand on the tower too long, they'll come over and start beating on your tower. I just used the admin gun here. Wanted to test out zombie pathing. Wasn't trying to test out survivability or anything. We already did that in the previous test. So spawned in some ferals so that we simulate nighttime with zombies running. A little different with this one. The ferals kind of stood up on top of the build for a while, and oh yeah, you can't repair through bars. Figured that out pretty quick. But they did do some beating on the tower. Easy enough to fix. If you're shooting at them, I don't think they would just stand there. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I didn't consider that much of an issue with the build. Next thing I wanted to test, and I spent a lot of time with this, is we proved the concept. The cage and tower build still works for zombies. Wood is all you need to get it working. When I was watching Glock 9's Christmas special, and I really recommend you check out his Christmas special, it was pretty entertaining. I noticed that on his Horde night, the zombie vultures looked like they were puking, and I wanted to see if that was a thing now. I know they turned it off for a while because it was causing a crash, but you know, that's a concern if you're in this cage build and you got zombie vultures up above you puking. Then you know, it could compromise your wood bars on top. The other thing I was interested in is to see if the zombie vultures would actually attack your cage. I had some difficulty here actually getting them to pay attention to me. And, you know, they really didn't give a crap about me. They were flying around and doing their little zombie deal. There you can see a zombie spitting puke, so pretty good test. Although I spawned in regular zombies and irradiated zombies, so I assumed it was the irradiated zombies that was doing that, but I wanted to you know, do a thorough test. I brought in just regular zombie vultures to see how they would perform. Again, not really interested in me. You know, they fly around, and if you're looking at them, they fly away. Didn't want to come down and hit me. Tried using the AK to entice them. With the regular zombies, though, or zombie vultures, they just, you know, they die with the AK rounds. Again, flying around in circles, not doing too much. Got a couple of nuisance zombies showing up and take care of those folks. And zombie vultures just remain a very annoying aspect of the game. I think that's what they're intended to do. Some of the developer comments I saw said they weren't really going to be killers. They're designed more to be an annoyance, something you got to pay attention to, but not really something that's a threat. So here I brought in some of the irradiated zombie vultures. Similar thing, they're just really not that interested in you. When you're looking around, I would have thought they would have been a little more aggressive, but they weren't. You know, even there, they turn away. I did notice when you shoot them, you get their attention, they start puking. So really, we're talking about the irradiated zombie vultures, and thanks to God mode, I don't have to worry about getting messed up by them. So when we're looking at puking, it's really just about the irradiated ones. That's what my tests seem to confirm. So that's probably a Horde night issue. Now they did it while I was standing out on top of my structure. They were spitting at me, so I wanted to try and duplicate that by going inside. Again, God mode, I'm flying around. They're shooting at me, or they're spitting at me. I would have done some damage if I had not been in God mode. So now I go down into the structure, spawn in some more irradiated vultures, see how they behave. And while they would come and try and get to me through the top of the cage, I had the nail gun to see if they did any damage. They didn't to the top, but as you can see there, they did to the side. So they're not able to attack downward. I think that may be, why the bars are so effective on the top. Is he sitting there and it's not doing any damage? I want to make sure the other zombies weren't in the way, preventing it. But you'll see they keep coming down on top of the cage, no damage, whatsoever from on top. But if they come toward the side, they will hit it some, do a little bit of damage. Not a lot to be concerned about. You can probably put a couple of arrows into them before they cause any significant damage. So they're not going to drop your cage or really mess up the cage for them. So once again, there he was, and hit the side. You can see some damage done. What I wasn't able to do is get them to spit at me through these bars. So it seems like they're just not going to shoot at you or spit at you unless you're out in the open. So another thing to think about. Well, that's pretty much the test. Thank you all for stopping by. Give me a like or a sub, or follow me on Diogen2 on the Twitter box. If you got any ideas for tests or anything you'd like me to try out or any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope to see you next time.